What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RWBY D&D. As always, I'm your host, Connor. With us, we have... I accidentally closed the turn order. I forgot who was
I'm
first.
first. I am.
Zach as Aquos.
Well, hello there, friends.
Travis as Flynn.
Sup?
And Mike is Haku.
What's up? I paused my game
For this
to be here.
to be here.
Ideally, Nick as Flavo will be joining later. Time will tell. Quick recap as to what happened last time. The team killed some Grim in a hole. They met their father, collectively. And then you also met with Sanguine and broke up a brawl that was happening in the streets between the Vale and Mantle soldiers. Sanguis, not Sanguine. Idiot.
I
did that last time,
not
too.
want to correct you. Like, I was scared.
I don't remember if we left off in the middle of the night or in the morning last time. Do you remember?
I think we had just gone home.
Okay. So you all are at the hotel getting ready to rest up when you hear a knock on your door.
Dad?
You brought that medal. Have mercy. All right,
Oh,
we
but-
answered.
Yeah.
And you open the door and you see Captain Flowers.
Dad!
He goes, well, hello there, kids. How are you all doing this fine evening?
This is just weird.
Dinner. And it was it's pretty good. What brings you here?
Well, I believe I promised you all a commission, did I not?
Oh yeah. Was it money, right?
Yeah, with the exception of Flavo, he wanted a medal.
He's
We're
already,
there.
he's
All
already
right, cool.
asleep over there, but we'll take it for him.
Oh, that rambunctious little scamp. Well, let's just get straight into this here. It's not much, but I've got 500 lien for each of you. Except for Flavo. He walks in, he puts it up on, around the wooden, the back of the bed thing. He puts it up, wrapping a metal around it. What's that?
Bedpost.
Bedpost. Thank you. Puts it up around the bedpost. Goes, well, there you go. He gives him a little pat on the head as he walks away. Well, if there's anything else I can do for you folks, just ask.
If you come across any need for help with the Grim again, let us know.
Will do. Thank you for the offer.
Here's our scroll numbers.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. Hey, here's mine.
Oh no. I can only see this going south.
I don't know if you're hearing it, but give it a second.
I heard it. When Connor has that smile on his face, you know there's a police siren in the background. Or an ambulance. Or a fire truck.
Just something loud and annoying.
I can't hear it, so I don't know.
Sorry. That was something completely different.
Okay.
Fucking amateur hour. Spilled my water on me. So, you're all in the evening. If there's anything special you want to do, you can. Otherwise, you can rest up.
All right. I get a proposition. Oh wait. Yeah.
What's your proposition?
All right. So my proposition is, what if instead of sleeping tonight, or at least part of the night, we try and we get some info.
Reconnaissance?
Doctor friend. Yes, reconnaissance.
That's my specialty.
Well, what do you say? Y'all up for it?
I'm down.
Sure, but I have to have at least 6 hours.
All right.
Wait, how much time do we have to sleep to get the +2 bonus?
Is that a full
I'll say
night's
6
rest?
hours.
All right,
I have to have at least 6 hours. What time is it?
It's evening time.
It's 6 o'clock, so we got at least. I guess it depends on when we wake up. If we wake up at like 9 o'clock, then at least 3 a.m. We'd have to be back here.
Okay. Do we know if there's a curfew? We should have asked. Oh no, we want to stay quiet about it, don't we?
Yeah, we can pretend.
So how's your sneak? Everybody here pretty good at hiding in the shadows?
No.
I mean, I'm not too shabby.
I mean, I'm
Style.
still feeling I'm still feeling pretty good about sleeping here last night, so I know that I'm gonna get at least a +2 to my roll.
What are you talking about?
Tabby says I'm as silent as a cat.
All right.
Just that face drops.
Truth be told, I'm not the greatest at sneaking. Not terrible, but there's room for improvement. Lots of room.
Absolutely. Sometimes I can get lucky.
So what you're saying is y'all should just walk straight down the street.
I mean, I've got the wind at
It'd
my
be
back.
less suspicious.
We're both climbing across the building tops. They hear y'all.
Oh.
We're just looking back like.
Well, we know where he lives. Or actually, I guess we do know where he lives now.
Yeah, Flowers gave it to us.
We know he's cautious and not super old. Thankfully. So what do you guys think he's been doing for like 2 months anyway? He's a dust scientist.
Well, probably working on something bad. You see how big that building is?
Yeah. Or he's on like a secret mission now.
Hey, what was the red building again? Was that that was the shop to fix the weapons, the right?
That is where Sanguis is. That's where I told you he was.
Okay. It's at least twice as big as Singwis's place.
Listen.
I mean,
don't let the map fool you in terms of actual size here.
why don't we just go knock on his door?
I mean, we could do that,
I mean,
but
who's to say he's even actually a bad guy? What if his whole thing is because he's suspicious over nothing?
well, I mean, this is the mission we were assigned. If they've been trying to get info from him, and they couldn't. Then who knows what he's up to in there?
Maybe he locks the doors, shuts the lights down low. He's got to, do some stuff.
What do you mean? What kind of stuff? You mean like
what is that?
churning
what does that
butter?
mean?
Yeah,
What
he's supplying the nation with butter.
Is that what that hand gesture means?
Yeah, you gotta,
Yeah, this is the churn, and then this is.
Hey, sign up with our only fans to watch. Zach.
We got rejected.
we got rejected. We can't post anything.
Rip.
Try and create a new account and a new name.
I don't know. I don't know why I got rejected. I guess I could reach out, but I just don't care enough.
I wouldn't either. Still funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out there. It exists. You can follow us, I think. Favorite us.
So Tabby's going to speak up. He's going to say, now, Aquos might have a point. Just talking to the guy might be the best option. But from what we heard from the Colonel, the guy didn't exist here until 2 months ago. And he claims to be a Mantle civilian.
So for all we
That
know, he may
raises
not
some-
be. Yeah, for all we know, he may not be who he says he is.
He might be dangerous. So a little bit of recon might be a good idea too. And if we find nothing suspicious, then no
Well,
trouble.
well, how do we feel about maybe I'll distract him from the front. You guys try and do something recon while I'm trying to talk to him. If he really is making butter, we could make a cake. We just need butter. Go ask the neighbor.
Yeah, I think Haku and I think you and Haku could probably take the front while we scope out the place.
This idea. That way he won't know all of our faces either. Unless he's got like some security.
Windows. That's what I forgot.
GG. Are you saying you forget to add windows to?
Any windows to the map.
You know, that's all right. Well, we can pretend. Let's pretend. let's take a role playing to another level and pretend we know where the windows are at.
If we have to break in the house, I'm sure that oh crap, I forgot what his name was. I'm sure that Tabby is expert in burglaring because he's a cat.
Don't
I was
do
like,
this.
well, my morals try to keep me away from it, but I mean, should the need arise, I'm pretty decent.
Yeah, I may need your strength. I'm good at sneaking, but if it comes to having to break into something, I'm not going to be able to do it.
I could do it. Just can't promise quietly.
Yeah.
I will
That'd
literally
be
cut
yes.
down his walls.
Well, maybe a more front, straight on effect with you guys would be better. That way, at least y'all could have him distracted for a minute.
Yeah.
And then, the worst case scenario, if it does go bad, we'll have your back because we'll hopefully already be inside the house.
That or you come into my shadow.
I don't like to come in anybody's shadow. That's disgusting.
Dude, that's a teamwork me and you need to build. I'll charge in, you come into my shadow.
And that's just something that can happen without teamwork. But I get what you're saying.
That's just a lewd, first off.
That's just
Well,
a ready to action. That's just a ready to action.
Well, yeah, but for bonuses.
Oh, bonuses. Yeah. I appear out of your shadow on your back, have the gun up. Okay, I can't roll a 1 and hit you because I have it on your shoulder. 1, pop, right in the face. Oh no!
Oh, my hand slipped. Drop the gun. Don't pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Aqua steps on the gun, breaks it. Okay, I can see how this is going to go.
Give me a second here. I'm adding windows. Need to make sure that they're all working properly.
I want you to know I've been over the last few episodes I've been compiling. I haven't actually have a number here, but I know that I roll 1s a lot during combat.
Yes. You more than anybody.
I'm like, why do I roll so many 1s?
Okay, the place has windows now. I guess we'll wait for Haku to get back to decide what the game plan is for that. See if that's what you're in fact going to do.
He is the leader. So it's not dusk yet, though. Because
We'll say the sun is beginning to set, but it is not dark. You back, Mike?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
No problem.
Rush him.
So, team leader,
What are we doing?
I just discussed.
it's your decision all around.
Disgust.
No, I thought we were already done discussing. I said I like this plan, so we're going with it.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
You two in the front, us in the sides.
right. Me and Aquos. You two are gonna reconnaissance, look for like anything suspicious, of course, any security that they might have. Weird jank.
That guy, I was gonna say that guy's passed out dead right now. He ate way too much.
Wait, so who was it front again? You two?
Me and Aquos.
Okay. Actually, here, we'll keep you
And
guys.
sorry, I meant to bring this up like prior, but like I left. But so we should have an alibi as well, at least a fake one.
No.
So we were out shopping for weapons, but we got lost.
Good one. I don't believe that. That's not suspicious.
We always go to the weapons store.
Heck yeah.
If we always go to the weapon store, how are we gonna get lost?
No, coming back. We decided to take a detour, and we got lost.
You're the leader. If you can talk your way through that.
I can't. My persuasion's at -5.
Roll a persuasion check.
There's no way
So-
I'm fast.
Okay, so you're looking to check out the house. You're not going to talk to anybody else around. You're not going to look for anything else around it. First, maybe.
Like me and Haku.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that I don't need to add anything else here.
No,
Oh,
it's gonna be
hold on. Haku Akros, why don't you let us
Nope.
walk around the house for a minute first, and then we can message you if we see anything interesting or strange before just waltzing in or waltzing up.
I'll keep my comms open.
Do I need to roll anything?
No. You can start making your way towards the windows. And I'm just going to say Tabby's moving with you the whole time. So, you see a bathroom.
Immediately shield my eyes. Oh God, is there naked people in there? And then I go.
Now, you can see it's very clearly empty. But it's a very nice looking bathroom. You can see there's a shower and bath, nice countertop, a toilet.
Wow, my parents and I shit outside.
Tabby's like, I use a litter box.
Oh,
So now this one, you look inside. You can't make out too much of the room through this window, but you see a bunch of toy cars on the ground.
don't know how to make that from an adult man.
I gotta tell you, at first glance, I didn't think those were toy cars.
What did you think they were?
A kid with a red hat and glasses.
I can see that now.
Is that gonna be like the? Is that gonna be the picture for this? The thumbnail for this one?
Fucking maybe.
Here's Will Bill.
Oh, wait. Stop where you are real quick. I just realized something's... I mean, you already walked forward, so no harm done at this point.
I just thought it was another big ass window or something.
Now, that's something that should not be. I forgot to reseal that wall up when I added the windows.
Look, another car.
So this one you're looking into, you can see it's definitely like there's an adult size looking bed across. You see that there is a table next to it, and on top of it is another one of those toy cars, but there's also a note that you cannot read from here.
Is anybody inside the room?
No.
Is the room lit up?
No.
While this is happening, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I can see any like security cameras around us.
Okay.
So there aren't any like shadows from the bed or anything like that?
Nope.
Or from the or from the light coming in the window?
Mm-mm. There is nothing that is casting a big enough shadow for you to teleport to. Aquos, you do not see any form of security camera or anything that would be watching you or listening to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, you know how doors, how like a standard front door has kind of like a window right next to it?
Mm.
Is there one of those? Is that what these are?
Yeah, that's what the two blue things are.
Before I look at...
I'm gonna
Oh,
look
go ahead.
through the window.
Okay.
Like, punch down and then like...
You see a very clear little It's like a long hallway with a staircase leading upstairs in the center of it.
I don't know if anybody's home, Haku.
Are you looking for anything in particular, Flynn?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about us breaking in right here, possibly. So it's perception to see if there's, like he said, any cameras or anything.
You see no form of security around you either.
Like nothing on the inside of the window either. Like
Nope.
that would. Does this window open any specific way, or is it like a up and down kind of window?
It opens up and down.
Do you want to see if you can get in?
Tabby's gonna say, I can definitely give it my best shot. Not the greatest at breaking locks, though. That honestly might be better suited to you. But I can try.
Was that a disabled device?
Yeah.
God, mine's only 5.
His is 0.
Can I roll a stealth check and then that to see if I can do it quietly?
Yeah. You and Tabby actually should have rolled a stealth check at the start of this anyway. So Tabby
That's
rolled
my
his.
stealth. Well, that's my stealth check.
Okay. And now the disabled device.
Oh man, it's not bad.
You're fiddling around. You're definitely not making any noise, but you are not making progress on it.
Which way is the
Until
light
it's not
coming
the
in?
most like. It's not the greatest lock, but it's just beyond your skills.
Okay. Which way is the sun?
The sun is east. I guess it'd be sun's. It sets in the west.
Rises in the east, sets in the west.
Yeah, so that's going to be on the west. So it is not granting any shadows from the window leading in.
Oh. Wow, how convenient.
This evening, this all makes sense.
I'll just remember the note for later. Yeah, we'll try something else. I didn't get it.
So, yeah, let's keep looking around here.
Unfortunately, I don't have any kits or anything.
Yeah, me neither. That'd be a good thing for us to look into. I hear they're useful.
Yeah, if I had some money, maybe.
Oh, you just got 500 lien. Oh, you accidentally went inside. That was a cheat.
His
So
other semblance.
you're looking in, and you don't see much, but you can tell there is a dining table with 12 chairs.
Remember when it was like,
So it's a
I'm supposed to go first?
Decent-sized table.
Or is this part of him scouting before he's reporting in?
This is all part of his scouting before reporting.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Are there lights on in any rooms in this place so far?
Nothing that you've seen.
Okay. That's definitely going to be part of my report.
And you can tell that with that table, there's no food on it. There's nothing that would indicate that a meal's been eaten there recently.
Any dust anywhere? Like just sitting around? Like not like dust, like nothing's been moved in a while, like settled dust.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a little bit in the dining room. You can tell that it seems that some of the seats have been used recently. But there's some dust that is piled up kind of towards the center of the table.
Interesting.
And that you see is a kitchen. You do. It all seems pretty standard kitchenware. You see cabinets. You see a refrigerator. You see standard cooking stuff. There are used dishes in the sink at the moment.
Lights not on?
Lights not on.
Oh, were the dishes in the sink, did they have any water still on them that I could see?
Sure.
So recent.
And this one's a more interesting room as you look into it. You're not entirely certain, but looking at the kind of the sides here, you see it seems to be a room of mirrors. You can't quite tell from these ones because they've got their backs and sides to you.
A shadow man's worst nightmare. A mirror.
Debbie says this is a weird place.
Yeah, and there's no real good way to get in. How tall is the place? Like, is there a roof or
It is 2 stories.
like a flat roof or?
Interestingly, this is something that both of your perception checks, I guess, would have seen. There are no windows on the tops on the second story.
All right, so I guess I'll give Haku a call.
Ring,
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 ring.
ring. Mushy, mushy.
I could be here.
All right,
Okay.
so there's no lights on in any of the rooms that we checked out. So
I'm gonna like look at my phone and be like, he said he'd call us.
Yeah, I'll put you on speaker. That's me.
you better not. If you do, I'm not saying anything. There weren't any lights on in any rooms that we checked out. It looks like someone has been here pretty recent, so they may still be in here somewhere. But the lights aren't on in any rooms, so there's no way I can get in easily, except for maybe one of the front rooms. But I haven't checked those out yet.
Interesting.
As I walk around the corner, I hang out.
Poke around the corner, seeing him on the phone.
All right.
So I look in this room.
And you see that there is now a shadow being cast by you.
Dun, dun, dun.
But beyond that, you see exactly what was described earlier. A pretty empty hallway just with a bunch of doors connecting to other rooms and a stairway leading upwards.
Do you think they might be on the second floor? He's a dust scientist, so maybe he does experiments on the second floor.
I mean, for all we know, there's a basement too. This thing could be huge.
That's also possible. But we know they're not in the main living quarters. So they're either upstairs or in a place that we can't see currently. So,
Well, Tabby,
thing
stand in
about
front of this window.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go inside.
Alright. You teleport inside, so drop your aura.
Oh yeah, I gotta add some to that anyway. That's not my current aura.
Adjust characters as necessary. Answer phone calls as necessary.
I think it was 10. Just gotta double check. Yeah. And then I will unlock the window and open it for Tabby to crawl in.
Okay. And Tabby crawls in.
And then I'm gonna shut the window and lock it back.
it's interesting.
So these
I
are
was going to
stairs.
knock on the door.
Those are stairs, yes.
Going up or down?
Going up.
Oh, before that, I'm gonna say let us get into the house a bit for about a minute, and then knock on the door.
Ring me when you're ready.
Okay. I'm guessing that sneak is still in effect.
Yep.
Peer around the corner.
See no one there?
Gonna open the door.
Alright, you open the door, so you can just step
Slowly.
through.
Found you. All right, I'm gonna give Haku a ring. and then hang up the phone after it rings a couple times. Can't hear you. Nope.
But it's being picked up by my audio.
I'm not even muted. You guys can see me talking, right?
Now we can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
That's interesting. All right. Well, I said I'd go ahead and knock on the door. Waiting. I understand. Something cool is going on. Magnificent. I bet a flock of birds came singing right next to Kanda's window, and it's so beautiful that he's at a loss of words.
I think another ambulance was driving by.
Motorcycle.
Oh. Just gonna rev outside for no reason.
Nerds do that. Like they probably shouldn't, because it's not good for the engine or transmission. But
You can tell Mike does
There
it
we
because
Yeah, Zach, you might remember. Remember that one
Uh-huh.
motorcycle? Comes back every year during the summer. Fucking micro penis prick.
you know what they say about them girls around there. He gets older, they stay the same age.
Did I ever tell you about the guy who I watched a football game with, and he the comment that he made to me during the halftime when a bunch of people were coming out of the stadium? He was like, "Man, your eyes must hurt." I was like, "Why? What's that?" Looking at all that eye candy all day. It was like a 70-year-old guy.
Wow.
All right. So anyway, Haku, you have knocked on the door. Minute passes. No one opens it.
Oh.
Look at this note.
All right. Flynn is reading a note that is in his room, or in that room that he's in.
So it's his room.
When I said in his room, it was
Oh, we heard
indicating
what you
your
said.
ownership of the room, your possession.
Your corner.
But it reads, "We're being watched. I think the mantle soldiers have caught on to our lies. I've taken Suku down to the lab, and she's prepared the house appropriately. Practice caution. Also, if you didn't enter stealthily, they'll have more doubts. Plan to return to the Master's palace before you enter the lab. Heidegger. P.S. If whoever is reading this isn't one of ours, good luck."
Do you want to play a game?
Can I take a picture of that note
Yeah.
with my phone? And then I'm going to send a picture of that note to Haku and Aquos.
Oh, both of us this time.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess we're going to do that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to take a closer look at this car without touching it.
Okay.
Haku, I'm gonna try and open the door slowly. Haku, stand back.
Wait. Well, I guess
Sniper right through the fucking head.
So we'll do Akos' thing first here. You go to open the door and locked.
I'm gonna try and jimmy the window, see if it's unlocked.
Roll a disable device check.
Ooh.
If you're trying to actually get through the lock. If you're just trying to see if it's
just
unlocked,
locked it.
Yeah.
it's locked.
So it's locked. Okay.
I just
Hang
locked
on.
it back.
Well, hang on, Aquos. So I'm gonna ring. I'm gonna ring Flynn after reading the note.
Okay, so Flynn, you're observing the toy car. Roll perception check.
Oh yeah.
You can see it just seems to be a toy car. If there's anything special about it, it is not on the surface or not something you can see it with a glance.
If I put my ear up to it,
Same thing.
I still don't want to touch that car. But I'm gonna use the piece of paper and I'm gonna flip the car on the bed.
Okay.
And then put the
so
paper back.
you flip the piece of paper, flipping the car on its bed, or onto the bed. Then suddenly the piece of paper flies in to try and cover your mouth and suffocate you. Roll a reflex check.
Yeah. Joke's on it. I'm already wearing a mask.
You are able to successfully dodge the paper, but you see it has now molded itself into a paper airplane. And it is now flying around trying to hit you.
I'm going to turn my gun into the sword and I'm going to slice at it.
All right. Before that happens, though, you see that the toy car that you flipped has flipped itself back onto its wheels, and it has just jumped at you. So it's making an attack at you.
God dang it. It's a fucking hit. Wait, no, I mean it is a hit because my AC would be 29 right now.
Okay.
So it is a hit.
So it lands a hit against you, surprisingly so. And once it hits you, you can tell it carries a surprising amount of power behind it.
Oh man, is this going to be like 30? Oh, okay.
You take 13 points of damage.
Still, I was like, what the fuck?
That's
a surprising amount of damage for a fucking car. So that hits
wait.
you, kind of throws you off,
Instead
and
of
now
that,
you're attacking the paper, or?
Instead of that, because, no, actually, I wouldn't have a move, would I?
Not yet.
I would have an attack, but I don't want to use my gun to deflect that, so I'm just going to take the damage.
Okay, and now it's your turn with the paper airplane flying around you. I don't have a token for the paper airplane. This part of the floor I prepared before I did my final adjustments.
I'm going to attack. I want to attack both of them. I'm going to attack the paper airplane, and then I'm going to attack the car.
Okay. We're using what weapon, by the way?
My sword.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if you were going to like leave damage in the building afterwards.
No, I'm trying to stay quiet if possible.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay.
That's it. That's a hit on the paper. That's also a hit on the car. That's a pretty high hit check there.
Yeah, because we get the +2.
And then that is a pretty high check. +20 without. You sure that's accurate?
No, you're right. -2 from that. Sorry, I already had the +2 on. That's why. GG.
Still hits. Okay. You are able to slice through the paper airplane, leaving just two separate, like, cut sheets on the ground that have flopped to the ground. The car, however, survived the hit.
And then
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I was mixing up itself with something different. Yeah, that destroys the car.
I'm gonna sheath my sword and then take a look at the car. Because is the car also sliced in half?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the car now that it's sliced in half on the floor.
It looks completely normal. There's no indicator that you can see that would have caused that to happen.
And the paper is just a piece of paper.
And the paper's just a piece of paper. And Tabby's looking at you as this is happening, just saying, "What the fuck was that?"
I'll ring Flynn again.
What? Tell me, what did you see?
I saw a paper turn into a paper airplane and attack you, and a car run into you.
Okay, good, because that's what I saw. Let's keep in mind that there's a room to the on the north side of this house that's full of these cars.
Okay, yeah, that's good to remember. At this point, Flynn, you see that your scroll is ringing.
For the third time.
I have it on vibrate, so I just look at it and answer.
You got three voicemails.
I look, God, like a woman. Shit.
Are you guys okay in there?
Yeah, sorry. We ran into some toys that attacked us for some reason. Did you get my message?
Don't be ridiculous. Toys don't attack. And yeah, I get that. So it looks like Suki's. Suki, I don't know who the Suki person is, but the Suku person is, but they sound important.
Yeah, and it says down in the lab. So could there therefore be a? Is that just a turn of phrase, or could there be a basement to this place where the lab is?
Could mean either. I will check around and see if there's anything that looks like it'd be an exit, but it sounds like there might be some traps or maybe even like a secret passage if there is one.
I think we're going to head back to the front and let y'all in before we do anything else.
All right.
Let's go, Debbie.
Tabby's just going to unlock the front door, push it open, let you two through.
Okay.
Close it behind him and lock it.
So we can pretty much assume this house is booby trapped.
Last time I had a character run through booby traps, I lost a leg.
In this room right here, I point.
I wasn't even thinking about that. There's more of a parallel here that's going to happen later than you're going to be prepared for.
Oh man!
Ooh.
In the room to the south, right there, is full of mirrors. I don't know what that means, but it has a bunch of mirrors. One of the rooms to the north has a bunch of those little cars in it, which I think that we should probably steer clear of, because I was just attacked by a car.
Tabby's going to speak up at this as well. He's going to say, but we also need to be prepared that whatever room might have the best defenses might be exactly what we're looking for. So imagine it's either going to be heavily guarded or completely hidden. So
we can split up. Yeah, we can split up, but it definitely needs to be 2 and 2, and not 1 1 1 1.
Right. This is one of the only times I'm okay with splitting up. I'll tell you this.
So
we'll keep the same groups, but we'll move. I would say still move around stealthily. I don't know what this place.
Can I say I took that? Can I say that I took that car with me?
The 2 halves of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not taking any chances.
Okay, so you've got 2 halves of a toy car on you. I'll delete the token of where it was.
I want to use a computer use check to see if I can figure out what that was. Or what would that be?
With the car?
It just looks like he just said it looks like a wooden car.
Yeah, like you
wooden. Okay.
Yeah, you can look at it. It seems like just a standard wooden toy car, exactly like what the picture indicates. Where it's just like some real shitty
I don't
toy
see a
for
picture.
a kid.
So.
Oh right, you never did see the picture. 1 second.
Looks like a kid with a hat and glasses.
Oh, okay. I can see the hat and glasses.
Yeah.
All right, well. I think we have our teams. I don't know. Haku, what do you think? We take the left side, they take the right side?
Do you guys happen to go upstairs?
We haven't checked upstairs yet. We were going to go in and investigate the rooms a little further just to make sure that, because I don't think there would be a downstairs from upstairs. So Maybe we can check all. We'll
What?
check the rooms. Like, there's not a way to get downstairs from upstairs, like like
To
into
a
the basement, unless there's like a freaking shaft that goes from all the way up.
Like an elevator. We'll search the first floor first, and if we're still alive, then we'll search the second floor.
There's not many more rooms to search on this side that we've already searched. We'll meet you back on your side here in a minute to help you
All right,
if needed.
we'll use no calls, just messages. So like
Okay.
a quick SOS.
So
if
what you're
in
saying
danger.
is never look at it. I got you.
Don't answer your phone calls. just keep letting those voicemails at us.
I put my scroll. I don't know what a phone is, but I put my scroll on silent.
Oh, excuse me. Scrolls.
All right, Zach.
So who's going with who?
We already
Same.
said that. Keep the team same.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. Whenever you're talking about like teams separating, it always goes over me. I don't know what it is.
We're gonna keep silent together and loud together.
Haku and Aquos, you'll both need to roll a stealth check, by the way. Little blind
roll
here
it down.
throughout.
Believe it. Yeah, believe
That's
it or not,
what-
I did that for a reason. I assume like if we split each other up, that's gonna that's gonna
Roll
wreck
the one. Roll the one. Remember to add the +2 to it.
I already did.
Oh,
All right,
God.
it's not too bad.
Michael.
I'll roll
Hey, you're
three.
staying decently quiet.
I'll use one of them. I ain't
Okay.
touching the rest. Gonna save these.
All right, well, we'll start in turn order here then. Aquos, you'll choose what side you're going.
And I'm gonna come in the door.
All right, and you see it is just a standard-looking bathroom.
Oh,
Oh, is that the nice one?
out
Yep.
the door.
Sorry, it's a nice-looking bathroom. I'm corrected.
Oh Lord.
So, Aquos, you move with the last of your movement into that room, and you see a bunch of toy cars on the ground, and you see that they all, as you enter, turn to you.
Just shut the door. Just use your.
I'm gonna use. Okay. I'm gonna.
Convert my attack action to a move action.
I did a full movement, so technically my turn's over. But
Wait, you don't have saved attack right off the bat?
oh, I do. But well, you know what? It's wood, right?
Working great. Yeah.
Yeah, throw one in cars.
All right. I'm gonna use my shotgun. I am gonna attack, and I'm gonna use my lava ammo to burn.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
You're gonna fuck
No,
this
don't
house
do
up?
it. Don't. Let me read a game real quick. Oh, this is a covert mission. I said silently. We're on full text. Do not
True.
use that lava ammo.
I don't. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm gonna be intrigued that they turned at me.
Okay. Flynn, you're up. Tab's just going to be following you.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to open the door. Does it open in or out? Like towards me or away from me?
Actually, here, I'll do this to indicate more clearly that you guys have gone through. It opens in.
Okay. I'm going to take a piece of the toy car and jam it under the door so it can't shut on me, just in case.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk into the room and stand in the middle of the mirrors.
That
Other
right there would be the
reflections.
middle.
All right.
All right, Tab is just kind of observing you from behind. So you're looking into your mirrors. Roll a perception check.
You see the ugliest looking faunus you've ever seen, and then you realize it's me.
You look into the mirror. It's quite a sight. Damn.
So you're looking through, and everything seems to be like they're just standard mirrors. But then you look at the one directly ahead of you, and you see yourself smile in your reflection.
Even with my mask on? That's awkward. How does it know what my face looks like? Oh, God.
You see the eyes perk up, indicating a little bit of a smile. And then, outside, or then from inside the mirror, you see it steps outside. And you also see this is happening
To all the
from
mirrors.
each of the mirrors.
Interesting.
I
Can
mean,
we
take
have
it
all
to-
have sight just so we can see what's happening?
Oh,
I
don't
can
like
partially see what's
I-
happening.
seen a
'Cause
bunch
I
of
can't
these.
see
You
shit.
actually do, but because of the way that this specific lighting that I'm using works,
Mhm.
it just doesn't let you.
All right.
Here I'll do
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
this. Put Haku right there.
There
You
we
look.
go.
You guys are a bunch of handsome-looking guys.
You see the one directly in front of you responds, "Thank you. You're pretty good looking yourself. You know it's going to be even better looking?
The splat on the floor when you're done with me.
You know me so well." And you see they all draw their weapon. Your same weapon.
So is it still my turn?
You only used one move action.
Oh, do they have your semblance as well?
That's a good question.
Oh no. Well, Travis, make a new character. Because if it's an exact replica, they can evade all your hits potentially.
Is there light in this room?
No, not really. It's all pretty dimly lit.
Even with the dim lit, there should be my shadow still should be on the floor, right?
Shadow's not discernible enough from the general darkness for you to be able to teleport to. There's one coming off of Tabby, but that's it. Nothing from them. Because Tabby's still, in the same line of sight from the window.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch to my gun, even though we were trying to be silent. I'm going to switch to my gun. And with the first hit, I want to try something. If it doesn't do anything, then I'm going to do something else with my second hit.
Okay.
First hit, I'm going to shoot this mirror.
Okay, make the hit check.
Wait, that's actually one higher. So 21.
All right, you hit the mirror.
Does
You
it
shoot
break?
into it. The mirror breaks, completely cracks. But the version of you that came from it is still there.
Okay. I mean, God, it was a good idea. Good thought.
It was very clever. But I thought about that, and just the way that this works doesn't make sense for that.
Okay. Shit. Then I'm going to say, Tabby, help, and then I'm going to shoot this one.
All right, make the hit check. By the way, it's against your AC. So you hit.
I like it. So it's exact replica. Oh no! I'm about to die.
I was hoping so much it would be Flynn to go into this room.
About to fucking
Jeez.
die.
I was hoping Flynn or Haku.
I was gonna say, if it's an exact
Oh, it's
replica of
gonna-
me, it just means it's tanky. Like the
It's gonna be punching each other for a while.
All right, so you succeed on the hit, and you swipe through it, and you see it just disappears.
Or shoot through it, yeah.
Yeah, shoot through it, and it just disappears. You can see it definitely took the hits. Like, the bullet doesn't keep traveling afterwards, but it just completely gone now. Your bullet that would have been inside of it just drops to the ground, crushed as though it hit something.
So does that mean Tabby technically skips his turn, or does he get to go
He'll be going on
because?
his next turn.
Oh my! Hopefully he stored his attack action.
Tabby will turn to you. Haku's gonna say, Haku, before you help Aquos, I think we might need your help more.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
A lot of Flynn's
Yeah,
here.
I can't stop you now. Like the mirrors are broken, so we may as well just like go in.
Haku, you're up.
I literally get a message from him. Go ahead and lava, I guess.
I mean,
Wow.
like the mirror's
Gee,
broken.
I'm glad
now.
it's past my turn.
I don't even know where you're at. I can't even see
You know,
you.
it's going to be funny when y'all walk into this room
right here.
and one of y'all spawn from the window
Right
here
here.
too.
It's kind of what I'm hoping happens when Tabby comes in.
So we'll find out.
Which one's the real Flynn?
The one with aura, you idiot.
That's
sorry, it was
so Haku.
perfect. There's a
You
perfect
enter.
setup.
You actually can't confidently say that Flynn was the is there in the center is the real one, but you can logically assume because they're all having their weapons drawn towards him.
Ravioli, ravioli, give
But
me
in
the
terms
ravioli.
of visuals, they look the exact same.
You need to prove you're Mr. Krabs.
Which I'm gonna walk up to this one.
Wait,
Hey,
why?
Wait, why?
Never mind. It's too late.
Like I don't know what's been going on in here. I just heard there was some. This is all I can see here. I can see you and these three that were right here.
I was just trying to figure out why you would walk there and not like right there. It's too
Hey
late
Flynn,
now.
what kind of dust do you have on you, by the way?
Dust? I have no dust.
Okay.
I am very dry on everything. Except for now I have 500 Leanne and no spirit back.
Okay. So, you attacking Haku?
Mirrors are the only thing that's in here, right? There's no furniture, no sticks, no toys. All right, cool. I'm just gonna re-attack this then. +2. Okay. I'm also gonna use my sword attack. Do that again.
Roll a 1d20 to confirm the critical failure.
Actually, 27's a miss, right?
27's a hit.
Hmm.
Because they don't get the +2 from sleeping.
That is correct.
I mean, there's nobody in range for me to hurt.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was mostly to determine if you damage your weapon from it. But you got the 2 through 5, so.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to say your slash instead just goes through and it slashes into the mirror, breaking another one.
Gosh dang it.
The second attack that you make to follow up is a hit, though. Roll for damage.
Man, that's just bad luck.
GG. Get me out of here.
That was good. I don't care. I like that one.
All right, and you very cleanly cut through it, and it does the exact same thing. It just disappears.
Okay, Aqua, it's your turn. No, I'm just kidding. You're not here. Even though you're in the room.
Now, it is the enemy's
That's
turns.
just all I could see.
Aquos, you see that all of these cars reposition themselves around you. Except for one. Actually, they're small enough that they'd be able to stack on top. So assume that 6 are around
That's fine.
you.
That's fine.
And they are all making attacks at you. Just jumping into you. How many
The
of those
first,
are hits?
3.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Because +2 affects our AC, right?
Yes.
So only 2 of them are hits.
Okay. So that one's to be 2d12 plus 4 in total. So you take 11 points of damage in total.
'Tis but a scratch.
But coming from a toy car, it is kind of concerning.
I mean, it's weird.
Now we're on to my favorite part of this fight. Flynn, Haku, Tabby, you see that one of the Flynns jumps forward, and then it explodes, launching a bunch of smoke around.
What the?
Evasion.
No damage has happened,
Okay.
Oh.
but it's thick enough that you can't see anything.
Oh my god, this is a play on Haku. Thousand needles of death.
We're gonna play a little game here.
Do you want?
Are you just gonna make it dark?
No.
Dark with a slight aura around, so I can see just a little bit.
All right. So first thing that needs to happen, Flynn, you need to roll a Fortitude save.
Oh no, they're not gonna know which one's me.
So Haku, okay, Flynn, that's unfortunately a fail. It was close though. Haku, real quick, tell me, can you see any of the Flynn's health bars? Or any
Which one's
indicator
the
that
real
you'd be
Flynn?
able to be confident
None
is the
of
real
them.
one?
None of them.
Which one's the real Flynn?
So we're gonna play a little game here. I'm gonna drag these three off, and as the smoke screen has burst out, it has shoved you forward, Flynn, a little bit to displace you, and the other two, you can tell, have moved up near you. But you can't quite be certain, as you can't, as what's going on at the moment.
Oh no.
And the smoke screen quickly fades. What's up, Flynn?
I'm putting my hands up. I'm not typing anything. I'm gonna roleplay this.
Good. And then you see Haku in front of you. There are three Flynns there, all looking the exact same and looking around. They're saying, "Tabby, Haku, he's the real one, or I'm the real one, not him." We're gonna say they're all saying it simultaneously.
I just thought of
thematic theme.
something that could potentially solve this, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm not there.
And so that's gonna be it for that right there. Aquos, you're up.
I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck. All right, well, I'm gonna load the lava, and I'm gonna shoot it like, I don't know how, because they're little. I'm shooting like in this area with the shotgun. I don't know what it would hit, or if it only hits one, or how that works. But I'm
You
assuming that's
succeed
a
on the
hit.
hit.
Does damage get +2 as well?
I think I said yes.
I think so. Yeah.
How you feeling, Flynn?
I am pretty confident that my ally will see through and know which one's me.
So the damage from the lava is the 442 plus 2.
Yep.
12 will be fire, so I will say it will hurt these things a little bit more. So your first shot very clearly just hits and destroys that one. While the lava you see...
With the lava, I was thinking if they're wood cars, it would like ignite them on fire, like lasting longer than a 1d4 burn. Is my like that's playing with logic? I don't know.
So I'm just going to say the first shot you see immediately hits that first car, and before even the lava or the lava dust explodes out, you've just destroyed that one, and now the lava has affected every adjacent tile.
Okay.
So roll a 1d4 to determine how long they'll be burned.
Do I get a +2 on that?
No.
Okay. Rolling the dice. Ooh.
Okay. Now roll for the burn damage.
Even though that was the 442 +2, or
the burn damage itself should be different over time.
Oh, I don't have that written down. I have the book though. Is it under the dust area?
It should be.
Dust ammo, lava.
I don't have that specified. I don't remember.
It doesn't.
Let me open it up. You'll do 1 dice of damage then. So whatever the relevant damage was that you used.
Okay. What the fuck?
Okay, so they each take an additional 1 damage.
Well, better than nothing, I guess.
All right, Tabby's up, so he's gonna go. Flynn.
I'm the real one. We all say at the same time.
Essentially, Travis, right now you're welcome to speak freely, but they are going to mimic you to a T in terms of any words being said. Unless it would make sense for them to say something otherwise.
I'm gonna look at the other two and see if there's anything. I guess they'll look at me too.
Do you see that one of them will look like they're looking back and forth at both of each other?
At the beginning of the battle, they had their swords drawn at me. Because that's what I
During
had.
the smoke screen, they have changed their weapon as well to match you.
Wow.
Haku. Tabby. Punch me.
I'll look into all 3 sets of eyes. Even though it's not my turn yet, so I'll wait.
Yeah, so Tabby's just gonna be like, and he's gonna run up to the one directly in front of him. He's gonna make a hit. So that's about that. He misses. He uses the punch, and you see the one that was there. Actually, I'm trying to think here. Because the goal is to take the hit.
Mm-hmm.
And even me saying this reveals some metagame knowledge, so I'm going to say he's just going to dodge. Now one in the middle is going to dodge. So you can see that it is not taking the hit. All right, Royal Flynn, now you're up.
I'm going to take my gun and I'm going to
Pistol whip yourself.
I'm going to shoot this mirror.
Okay.
What was it, 21, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you see both the right and left Flynns shoot a shot at the mirror.
Good. So this mirror is dead, this mirror is dead, and this mirror is dead.
Yep. All right. Haku, you're up.
Tap into my instinct and run past. Would normally trigger an attack of opportunity, but I guess the real Flynn wouldn't attack me. And I'm going to try and punch this one.
Make the hit.
What, did I get it right? Oh, this is a punch. So
Does Travis know which one he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
so the hit.
That's
Oh, yeah.
it.
That's a hit.
The damage was D4.
1d4 plus your strength mod.
+2.
Plus 2.
Yeah, +2.
So I know with Haku's strength mod, hopefully if it is a shadow or if it is a mirror, it would kill it.
So you have punched in to the Flynn and dealt damage as it has been hit by your punch. But Flynn remains up.
Thank you.
I knew it.
Anything else you're doing, Haku?
Well, assuming that this is the real Flynn, we know the middle one dodged. So that must be the fake. So I'm gonna. I guess I don't have a stored move. And I got rid of all my. Or if I didn't get rid of my items, they all got blown up. So I guess I'll just end my turn until Tabby attack the one on the end.
Man, I'm fighting 6 things. Y'all fighting just 2, and
Now,
y'all need like
Aquos.
5 people.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The 26 and the 23 hit.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. You see that the one that did the nat 1, which would be this one right here, you see it flies at you, but it actually, like, the wheel on it, like, breaks off, and it just goes at a bad angle, and it just takes one of the other one's hits, and you see it breaks.
Okay.
So the other 2 now roll for damage. So you take 22 damage from these ones.
All right.
Now the Flynns, you see, Haku, the one that you just hit, shoots at you.
So I didn't. My initial instinct knew it. I was like, the real one's on the left, but but now like that has been proven.
If the real Flynn was incapable of taking actions, I would have probably let the ruse keep going. But knowing that no matter what's about to happen here was going to result in no attacks happening, no good attacks happening, I was like, fuck it. The jig is up. I was experimenting with that. Spirit died to you, Flynn, by the way, for playing along with that well.
Shit.
So your hit check without the +2 using your gun is +18.
$19.
All right. Ooh, that's the hit to you, Haku. Is that a hit?
With the +2, that should be a miss.
He hit because my semblance is not on.
Flynn looks like he just ate a bad lemon.
So I'm gonna deflect.
Okay. What's your damage for your ranged, Flynn? 5d10 plus 7? Okay. All right. That's a big hit. So your weapon will take 25 points of damage for the deflection.
There. I'm glad I put all those points in HP.
I gotta tell you, I don't think I've ever hit that high.
And the other one is going to aim at Tabby. I think that's a miss against Tabby. Let me re-pull up that sheet. That is a miss against Tabby. So now you're up, Aquos.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, you're not gonna have to roll for damage. These things are so low that just succeed on your hit check and you'll be fine.
All right. I'll just roll a 1d20. Oh, I guess I need to make
roll
sure
a full
it
hit
hits.
check.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming you're gonna hit these things. They're toy cars. They're not that strong. Yeah. You do that. You've caused some heavy damage into the ground. You see that the building itself is not catching on fire. The wood is finally what's it like?
Calming down.
No, but it's like got like that
It's singed
coated. That it's coated.
like
So it's
charcoal.
much more no. Naturally the wood is just coated with
Oh,
fire retardant material, like some wood oil, whatever the fuck that's called.
sure. Is that one
So the
gone too?
lava's just not spreading enough, and you see it's hardening. Oh yeah, sorry, that one's gone too.
Cool. Well, all right. I'm gonna go search this. Like, are there drawers in this? Can I see? I guess before I move there, are there drawers or anything?
Yeah, you see that there are 2 dressers to the side, and to your left is a bed that looks to be the size for a child.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go open up the drawers.
Okay.
8 more cars jump out.
Roll perception check. While that's happening, Tabby is going to attack the Flynn directly in front of him. So you're looking into the dressers. You see nothing of interest. It just seems to be like clothes for a little girl, dresses in particular.
Okay. Well, that's my turn, but
All right, so Tabby makes his shot and misses. Flynn, you're up.
This is gonna be the hardest fight. All right, I'm gonna turn to the one next to me and shoot it, or try to. Hey,
Yeah.
Do I need to roll damage?
Yeah, just in case. You have the potential to not kill it if you get a minimum roll. You kill it.
That was almost half of that other roll. Just want everybody to know. And then I'm going to save my movement.
All right, Haku, you're up.
Slash through. Or maybe I'll slash Tabby or something.
jeez.
Yeah, I'll slash Tabby.
Usually this
You
happens
go.
to me, so
You
So
go to
here's
make
the
the
thing.
cut at Haku or at Flynn. Instead, it slices right by, and like he dodges, and you're caught off guard. So you don't stop your attack soon enough, and you cut into Tabby.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna blame Travis still for this nat 1 because if Travis had dealt with this situation like he was supposed to, and we were teamed up the way it was supposed to be, he wouldn't even be there.
I didn't call for Haku.
So
Tabby did.
that Flynn is going to attack you again, Haku. Ooh,
What the?
ooh! You take 80 points of damage.
What is this?
You guys are ridiculous.
This
Marcos.
freaking Flynn is better than the original.
Oh my goodness.
This one's a fighter. It resisted the punch barely. Fucking did the 80 damage back.
What is this? He's like-
It's just like taking advantage of your accidentally hitting Tabby. Just right to your head. Boom.
GG.
Alright,
Just
Aquos, you're up.
decided.
Does walking to the door count as a movement? Like, do I need to?
I'll let you just go there for free.
Okay. And I guess with full movement, I'm coming into this room.
Okay. And you see there's an adult-sized bed. There's... ignore what the actual physical look right there is. I can't grab the sheet of paper because of exactly where it is for some reason. But you see that there is a piece of paper that's been cut in two on the ground. As well as 4 dressers.
Oh. Metagame-wise, did you search the dressers?
So,
I mean, I don't know that's from him either, so I'm not gonna.
So Tabby's up. Tabby's going to make an attack at Flynn. Tabby misses. Flynn, you're up.
We all wait. Yeah, we all know that fate is going to have me roll a 1, and I'm going to shoot Haku, right?
Yo, and then I'm gonna die.
Oh, thank God.
You succeed in the hit.
I got
And
scared.
you shoot through it, causing it to disappear.
Is there anything else going to happen, or can I go ahead and shoot the other 2 mirrors?
You are now free to shoot the 2 mirrors. Congratulations. You now have 35 years of bad luck in total.
GG.
That's worse than anything a lack of spirit eye could bring you.
Yeah, that means
You
you
just
got
wait.
disadvantage for the rest of your rolls. No, I'm joking.
Damn. We should probably go find. I don't know what the fuck that was, but we should probably go find Aquos.
Going there now.
So you can see that he's opened a couple of doors as he's gone, as you're going by. Akos, you're up.
So I'm gonna search all the dressers.
Okay, roll another perception check.
Ooh, didn't find shit.
So you're just seeing more like clothes. Like you go through this one, just some adult clothes, looking to be like a male. This one you see some more like scientific setup, like a white coat and everything. You keep going through. You get to this last one, and there is something that does stand out to you. There are some scratch marks inside, like behind the clothing. There's just like some like claw marks.
Huh. I want to investigate that.
Okay.
What
How
do
so?
I roll? I want to like. What am I telling? Is it like human scratch marks, like someone's locked up? Is it like a trapped animal? Is it a grim of some sort?
Roll a knowledge check.
Ooh.
Wow, that's not good either. Ready for my +2? What? Oh, not bad.
You're not entirely certain. It looks like it could be the closest animal you would pin it to. Would either be like a Beowulf or a bear.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
And
speed things up. We'll say you do that right as you step out, and Haku meets up with you.
oh, hey, where you been?
So my side got held up a little bit. Did you find anything?
Well, found this.
Okay, I'm back. So he showed you the picture, Haku, of the scratch marks.
Would be like, do you recognize what these are from? Can't hear you.
Muted. So I don't even know. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. But I know. I don't.
Didn't even try and know.
GG. Well, let's head on in.
I've already been in there.
He just stepped out.
I mean, if you want to go through this one, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Shoo.
You both enter there. As Tabby, you and Flynn, or Flynn, you and Tabby, I should be saying, make your way into the next room.
So you go in first this time.
Yeah, all right. He goes in. He goes. Looks just like a kitchen to me, just like it did from the window. He's gonna go up, observe the dishes. He's gonna say, "They definitely are on the fresh side. Maybe a couple of days old."
Yep.
So Akos and Haku, both of you roll a perception check. So nothing in this room particularly stands out to you, with one exception, Akos, and you see this as well, Haku. You see at the very end of the room, there's a very large, very nicely done painting.
Can we tell of what?
Yes, I'm pulling up exactly how I described it. You see that there's an old man sitting on the ground at the end of the room.
Oh,
with a very thick
immediately
beard and and a bald head.
Old man, pow pow.
This guy's dead. He's gonna commit his life to hunting him.
Triggered.
We snap a picture.
You also hear talking from the next room over.
Could be.
Yeah, they're just dishes.
I'm gonna go try and pick the painting up and look at it.
No, wait.
He's already said it.
Say as he goes.
He grabs the painting, and just seems like a really nice painting.
But is there anything behind it?
So you remove the painting?
Yeah.
There's a wall behind it.
Tries to suffocate you.
I'm keeping this. I'm gonna keep the picture.
On the
That-
back of the painting, on the back of the frame itself, you do see that there is an artist's signature.
What's the name of the signature?
Nero.
It's Nero.
Oh, is he the one
It's the
She's
girl.
she's the
from the
girl.
Matrix? I-
She should be here. Well, I guess if she survived.
Haku, you would know her. So assuming you're looking at that with Aquos.
It's Haku's girlfriend.
Oh, whoa.
How does Haku know
That's
her?
Because you
Where did
guys met her, Verity would have been the one who met her, back in Mantle at the Reaper camp.
Oh, yeah.
She was the
We
painter.
painted together. She still has my painting, even though it was trash. Although I don't have hers because it blew up, with all my other belongings. It's all going.
We should head upstairs.
All right.
Stay on the phone. Is this the last room?
I'm just saying it out loud because there's no point in me. No point in me anymore since we've been shooting the place up.
Brandy.
So as you guys are walking out, I was going to say, so does when we looked in, we could see some dust was on the table. Did you guys were you able to see like how recent it was? Able to make an estimate?
Dust, like dust, or like
No, like a coating of dust from time.
okay. No, but for dust to accumulate, it takes a little bit of time.
Let me see if I can analyze it. We'll move into the table and
It's his finger.
move the chair back and.
All right, so you place a hand on the chair. Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Oh, man.
GG. He got baited. He got baited so hard.
A masterpiece right
He
there.
was
All of the chairs you see suddenly spring to life.
like-
Jesus.
This is some BS. What the? What's,
Yeah,
the, what's,
big one.
what's the table gonna become? Like come active all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Why don't you touch this chair right here?
I was hoping someone that you'd either just move your character on top of the chair or something like that, or specify anything with the chair. I was thinking about it like when Aquos went by. I was like, oh shit, I should have asked, like, do you touch the chairs as you go by? Just like, la 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 la.
That would have been too obvious.
So now we enter combat, as you see that they are definitely looking to attack you. Aquos, you're up.
When they start floating. Lávate las manos.
There's,
Well, I'm
like,
gonna shoot
jumping-
this one.
Dun, dun, dun. You hit.
You see all the chairs grow
And-
ahead that look like Flynn's.
You break through it, now just leaving a pile of wooden debris on the ground.
You're gonna, anybody comes in here, they're gonna know somebody. Somebody was in here.
Tabby's going to take his hammer. He's going to do a huge sweeping swipe on these things. Rolling the dice. That's not what I meant to do. It was supposed to be plus a 14, so that's a 24 for the hit. And he crushes that chair. Flynn, you're up.
Guess I'll take my sword or change to my sword. And then I'll hit this one and then this one.
Okay. Both hits. And you slash through them both. Haku.
Store my movement.
Well, my aura's almost spent. I'll still use it anyway.
I'm still in triple digits after all my hits.
GG.
Yeah, but you're taking 80.
I'll use half of my effing.
He made his
remaining aura.
choice. He broke
I mean, I
formation.
did make my choice. You know.
It's in an arc, isn't it?
What's that?
What you're doing?
Yeah, it's in a cone.
So you can angle it like that just to hit just short of Tabby.
Cool. I'll just sure, why not? So we can just get rid of all these at the same time.
To try to, at least. Roll for damage.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Expend my aura.
Man, Haku would have been the worst as a kid when he discovered his semblance at birthday parties, relighting the candles.
So you completely burn through them, and also, oops, didn't mean to completely destroy that, and also lighting the table on fire, leaving just a bunch of charred dust where it was.
Well, so much for checking to see how long the dust was there.
We have a table. Yeah, I in my turn.
It's gonna suck whenever we go into a big fight and Haku's our heavy hitter and he has nothing. No.
The chair turns to you and attacks you, Flynn, but as it tries to jump forward, it just gotta like step out of the way, it just slams into the wall and breaks.
GG.
That was a lot easier than fighting me.
Why would you fight yourself?
Thank you. I was hoping you'd say that. Don't worry about it. It's something we'll discuss later.
Ted's just gonna look at that and goes, alright, well that was easier. Yeah, upstairs, right?
There's no dust on the table anymore, I'm assuming.
The fire has blown it all away.
Yep, I guess we're going upstairs. Y'all didn't see anything else in the other rooms that would indicate a downstairs?
Saw some scratch marks.
Scratch marks?
Yeah, scratch marks. Don't worry, that's a story for another time.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna see this now.
Where did you see this? Where did you see the scratch marks?
In this room right here.
Do you show me your phone or something?
I'll just actually show you. We're right next to it.
Okay, cool.
You see it's in this dresser right here.
All right. Huh. Those look just like no,
Beowulf or
maybe
bear.
Those look
That's
just
what
like
I was thinking, Flynn.
Beowulf or bear. in a little dresser though?
Yeah, it's not like a little. Sorry, this one's like a wardrobe dresser. Like it opens up.
And there's another world inside.
And so it's along the back.
Narnia.
Like you'd push behind the clothing, you'd see scratch marks along the back of it.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice anything else?
Sure.
What was it again? Oh yeah. No, 14.
You notice nothing new.
Have we tried moving it? You hear me?
Oh, he's muted. He was talking.
I said no. If you want to move it, I'll help you.
I'll let the strong guys take care of that. I don't even attempt to try to move stuff.
Tabby, you want to help me move it?
I'm not the strongest guy. I mean, I'll definitely help though.
All right, well, I'll do it then. Jesus.
I'll help you. All right, so I'll push this and you'll push that.
Yep. And that's when it comes alive. It starts attacking us.
You push it off to the side and reveal that there's nothing underneath it, nothing behind it.
So, what you looking for?
I'm just wondering where it was trying to claw to. Guess it was just trying to get out. Guess we should head upstairs. Right, Haku?
Let's go.
Yep.
Y'all make your way up the stairs. And you emerge.
The stairs come alive.
Scroll down a little bit.
Great. More
You're now on the second floor.
All right, well.
Move y'all up.
Are we going to be in teams of 2 again? You guys going to leave me alone?
Don't worry. We'll be in teams of 2.
Okay.
Really? Because I had to fight a whole bunch of cars on my own.
I got your back.
The cars were pretty easy to destroy. At least you have to fight 5 of me.
Well, again, why would you fight yourself?
Now, why would you fight a car? Clearly, there's something weird going on here.
Valid. Well, Haku, you're low of aura. Stay with me.
It's a rule.
So
I'll
y'all
go
go top.
first.
Y'all go top. We go bottom. Then.
Let's do it.
Sure. I'm gonna start with this room.
All
What
right.
the fuck is that?
So roll perception check real quick here.
Ugh.
So you can see enough of this to be able to pass. But this is that one. So you see that first off, there's an adult-sized bed in this room, as well as a bunch of debris on the floor. So you see it's just a bunch of wood piled together. You can tell that it looks as though it was once one of the dressers that you've seen in the other rooms.
Mhm.
But you also notice something odd about the debris. None of the wood is broken or fractured. It looks as though it's been completely cleanly separated.
Like nails like unscrewed and
No, it seems like someone had cut through it with a knife as though it was a stick of butter. So every point where the cut has happened is smooth.
What?
So nails unscrewed. No, you can't unscrew a nail. What the fuck?
Well, okay, fair enough.
It's pretty good. I like that.
I'm gonna go over and just like see if I can see tracks or any sort of fragment of anything that is not wood.
Okay. I'm not even going to have to make your roll. You can clearly see that there is only wood in there.
All right. I'm gonna like move it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Me?
No, Travis.
So you push all of the wood out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's just the floor underneath it.
Any scratches or dings or?
Nope.
I'm gonna go check under the bed.
All right.
So you're touching the bed then? No. I'm just...
There's nothing under the bed.
All right. Well, I guess to end my turn, I'll just come out the room and be like, nothing in there.
All right. Tabby. He's going to be like, okay, I'm just going to take this step first here. He's going to enter into this room. He looks through. He says, well, this is interesting. This room
set
has
of mirrors.
5 dressers. It's a lot of dressers for just one bed in this place. What?
Those dresses are about to come alive, aren't they?
Maybe.
That's
Flynn,
probably
you're
why
up.
That's probably why that dresser in there, metagame wise, was cut like cleanly by a sword because it came alive.
But Flynn, you're up.
I'm going to walk into the room and just. Yep. We should probably check these dressers.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. After you.
I'm gonna touch it.
You touch the dresser. You open it up. Roll a perception check.
Done a combat again. This time I won't be speared.
Ooh, slow that time.
No mercy.
This is... So, you see that inside is armor. An armor that looks familiar. It's Shadow's armor. You remember Shadow, the guy who attacked you that one night where y'all were camping on your way to this town?
I know Shadow.
Yeah. So he lives here. Guys?
Yes.
Remember that guy that attacked us that night, or went after Haku that night in the woods?
You mean Shadow?
Are you sure that's his name? Maybe you should ask him again. I'm sorry.
It's the artist formerly known as Shadow. Pardon me.
Okay. So his armor is in these wardrobe armoires. So since I only stepped a few feet, can I move again?
I'll let you keep going.
All right, I'll check this one.
Yeah, you keep going into each dresser. You see that they are all just holding a single set of armor in each.
All the same.
Okay. Should someone else go, or can I do a perception
You
on?
can keep going throughout this room.
All right. Is that also one, or is that like an
That
end
is
table?
just a bedside table.
Does it have drawers?
No.
I'm gonna walk up to the bed and investigate the bed.
All right, you can see it's an adult-sized bed. There isn't an indent saying that it's been slept in recently.
I'm gonna kick my foot at the bottom of the bed and see if there's space under it.
All right, and the bed comes alive and attacks you. No, it doesn't. Yeah, there's a little bit of space under it.
I'm gonna look under the bed.
There's just darkness and dust.
Dust?
Magic dust.
Like
dust.
dust. Yeah.
Well, looks like this room's pretty clean.
All right. Next
I'm gonna
room.
grab some of the. Can I grab some of the armor and put it on?
Sure.
All right.
The armor comes alive.
It'd be
I'm
about
gonna-
your
The arm begins to constrict. you.
Either it comes alive or I become an enemy. One or the other.
It's gonna squeeze you to
Fuck,
death.
the armor coming alive would have been such a good idea that I didn't think of.
Of all things that would make sense,
Yeah, I know. It's silly.
That's
He
too
was wearing a
cliche.
helmet.
now.
He was wearing a helmet and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just kind of want to disguise myself to look like that guy.
Okay. Man, I should have thought about that. I didn't.
And I
So I'm not going to say it
and
happens. So yeah, you're good to.
I also try to remember what his voice sounded like when he talked. So I'm gonna try to do that if it comes to it.
Okay. It was a little bit rough, quiet,
Yeah.
tame.
My name's Shadow,
There we go.
and that is my name. Do you have a
Is that
question to ask?
Fuck
Is that
you,
your real name?
Yes, that's my name. Shadow. You had one question.
Okay, you're
Goodbye.
up.
I'll defend. All right, I'm actually gonna ready an action to go into this room with Aquos. I
Okay.
have 16 ore left. So
Okay. You do that, Aquas? Do you go into that room?
this one right here.
Okay. So you two both enter that room. You see that there is a single dresser, an adult-sized bed, and some form of a mat on the ground. Roll perception check.
I believe that's Matt Scruggs.
GG.
Was that 17 your perception?
Yes.
Haku, you can see that there appears to be an indentation into the mat, indicating that it has been kneeled in,
Interesting.
possibly for a form of meditation or prayer.
What about the bed?
Just an adult-sized bed. Nothing fancy about it.
I'm gonna check the dresser.
All right, you open up the dresser. You see that there are outfits consisting of like brownish robes inside of it.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay.
Are they like monk robes?
Closer to Jedi robes.
Brown Jedi robe. That is in my inventory.
Are you gonna wear that like right now?
No. I just wanted one.
Let's do it. Just
Fair
put it
enough.
on, man. You put the armor on.
I
Is
don't
there
know
anything
that.
else that you two are doing in this room?
Good game.
I'm gonna check under the bed again.
Okay. Nothing under the bed.
Just out of curiosity, because I'm not gonna touch this mat. Which way does it look like they were kneeling? Like towards the window or towards the door?
They are Let me just point.
Like this way.
To the window. To the wall.
You know, whatever. You know what? As the kids say these days, you only live once. I'm gonna go kneel on this mat.
Okay.
Is it like
We're
a
now
night
kneeling on
kneel
the
or
mat.
like a you said meditation kneel?
Yeah. You
And
get the
that's
impression
when-
it was likely used for a prayer or meditation.
I'm gonna pull my shotgun to the back of his head and be like, "Ta ta."
While wearing the Jedi robe.
Just look at the bunnies.
GG. All right. Does
bunny.
it feel like this floor is weak? Do I see anything that shows up on the wall?
Nothing shows up.
Look at the
Okay.
butterflies.
I'm gonna stand up and move this rug to the side, or this mat to the side.
All right. Push it to the side, and the
Nothing
mat
up.
has now been pushed to the side.
I'm gonna roll this mat up. No, just play. I'm gonna move it back, and we're done with this room.
Aquos, anything else you're doing?
I mean, I was gonna go to the next room.
Okay. You guys start making your way to the next room. Flynn and Tabby. You two
Can I
go
just,
check
like,
out the
look
next room,
over?
I'm guessing?
And just see this man in armor.
Yeah, this middle pathway isn't blocked this time by the stairs because, like, you're at the top of the stairs, so you can see that he is now dressed like Shadow.
Is that Shadow?
Shadow!
Tabby, look out!
What's your name, boy?
Shadow.
It's him.
There's another door in here.
Yep, you see there is a dresser, a bed, and a door, and
All right,
nothing else in that room.
I'll check the dresser.
All right. You see that there are more feminine-looking clothes.
Ooh,
Panty
the
raid.
panty raid.
Yes,
Are they women's panties or kids' panties?
women's panties.
All right, STD semblance. I'm gonna I'm gonna get embarrassed, but you can't see because I'm wearing a helmet and a mask, and I'm gonna put it back in the drawer and shut it.
Tabby's gonna walk in. I seem a little flushed there, Flynn.
How can you tell?
I just like the little bit I can see of your face through the mask.
I'm wearing a helmet.
A little bit of I can see a little bit of your face through it, just a smidge.
There are panties in the drawer. I'm gonna look under the bed.
Ooh, don't mind if I do. All right, you looking on the bed? Nothing special.
I'm gonna go and open the door.
All right, you open the door. You enter. Oops. You enter. You see a storage room.
Another
At the
fucking
end of the
door.
room, there is another door with a bunch of brooms leaned up against it.
How? Like propped, just like leaning, or like wedged?
Like wedged. You know that you will not be able to open the door without interacting with them.
Wedged against the door makes me think that they're trying to keep something in. Can I tell which way the door opens?
Opens outward into the brooms.
Except your feet.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till my next turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up next to the brooms to wait till my next turn.
All right. Tabby's right behind you. Haku, Aquos, you enter the next room.
Right behind me. Thanks a lot, Teddy. Block my way out.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Perception, I assume.
Yep.
Rolling the dice.
So you can see in this room there are a bunch of logs going from the ground to the ceiling. They seem to have taken a lot of wear and tear, damaged from the center outward. You get the indicator that they might have been hit multiple times, possibly for training purposes or things like that.
Or torture. One or the other.
I want you to. Try, I want you to search these dressers, Haku. I'm gonna try and cut these down.
The logs?
I'm gonna cut one in half.
What are you looking for?
Just want to see what happens.
The logs
I
come
mean, it looks like they're probably used for like training or torture.
Yeah, I don't trust this house.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out my chainsaw.
I wouldn't recommend chopping those down.
All right. Are you going into it anyway?
Yep.
Okay. So you start cutting through, and you get cleanly through.
Anything happen?
Nope.
All right.
Doesn't even tip because it's very firmly between roof and ceiling. So you'd have to push it over if you're trying to do that.
I see. I
Satisfied? You know.
I'm gonna look in this dresser.
All right. Inside both the dressers, you see that there are a bunch of seeming like workout clothes, kind of orange and bluish.
Ooh, I'm gonna take a set.
Okay.
Goku outfit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So orange jumpsuit.
Not quite as like long sleeve. Actually, I guess his training gi is short sleeve, isn't it?
Hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see it later.
He has a blue shirt under it.
Anything else you two are doing in there?
No, just heading to the next room.
So there's a
Personally.
bed, logs, and orange jumpsuits.
I'm sure
Logs
we'll
like they
see
were
it later.
hit. What kind of place is this?
Don't know. I don't like to ask these questions. Just
That's
doing my
probably
job.
that's probably wise.
You two walk on out. Flynn, you're up.
Tabby,
Yo.
can you take a couple steps back so I can have room in case something comes out of this doorway? First, I'm going to tap my sword. So it's gonna be my sword. I'm gonna tap on the door.
All right. Silence.
Then I'm going to chop through the. I'm just gonna use my sword and chop through the broomsticks.
Roll a damage check. I hadn't anticipated a surprise attack here. Okay. You cut through, and you're able to cut through a number of the brooms, but you see that the rest of them fling to life and are able to get out of the way.
Tame one of those.
Yep. And then I'm
Be an
going
excellent
to
mount.
go to hit another one.
Okay. Make another hit check, or make a hit check this time. All right. You are able to cut through the rest of them cleanly. Fuck, that was supposed to be a more dangerous encounter.
GG.
Those
Took
things
a
have
whiff.
multi-attack. They were going to hit you for 5d12.
GG. You should have tamed one of those. That would have been an excellent mount. Get right there through the sky.
Well, Flynn's taking care of that. Oh, yep. All right, Akos, Haku, you go into the next room.
That one looks like we should probably wait for everybody.
I'm going in.
All right.
What's
Akos,
the
you
note say?
open the door and you see that there's just almost nothing in this. Not even a dresser. It is a table with a note on it and an adult-sized bed.
I'm gonna read the note.
All right, the note reads, "Kingdoms rise, heavens fall. We observe this happen, yet don't learn it all. A war is upon us, hell is here, but we embrace it warmly, lacking fear. A lesson will be taught, I wonder if we'll learn. Though if history has taught me anything, all we'll do is burn."
How is hell spelled? Is it spelled like the normal hell?
You notice that hell, I was going to have you roll a perception check, you notice that hell is spelled with one L. It's fucking spirit die for you, Aquos.
GG.
Thank you. I needed that. I'm gonna pick up this note, put it in my pocket, because I vaguely remember hearing about a girl named Hell. I wouldn't have actually ever heard her name, but nonetheless,
It could have come up before.
I'm gonna be like, Haku, how do you spell hell?
Like HELL.
Okay. I think
Hang on,
This
let me
is
roll
ref-
an intelligence check. No, I was playing.
I think this is trying to warn us of something.
Is
This
it
guy
just
has
a
great
typo?
grammar, but he spells hell wrong, and I think that's on purpose.
Maybe it's just a typo. This happens all the time.
It's not typed.
No, a typo. Like a misspelling.
I don't think so. I'm gonna hold on to this. Let's go catch up with the others.
Grab the note. Let's go.
At that time, Flynn, you're opening the door into the next room.
Note
Yep.
mentioning hell.
You see an interesting room with a bunch of wires going throughout and 2 computers. You can see clearly on one of them there is the symbol for veil, and on the other, the symbol for mantle.
Huh. Interesting. I'm going to.
Cut the power.
Is there anything else in the room before I do anything?
There is a bunch of hard drives on the back, on that little this section right over here. There's just a bunch of hard drives stacked on top of each other, unplugged.
Have kids, they say.
She was singing the Frozen song. Okay.
It's my favorite part of the Frozen song.
On the
Ah!
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 it was actually pretty good. She was pretty close.
If it's from Frozen 2, I haven't seen it yet.
I've just heard it on Pandora.
So
song.
hard drives. So they're not like little floppy things. They're the actual good size things. Okay. Well, first, before I guess I'll pick those up and put them in my bag.
Okay. They will be quite heavy.
I'm gonna put my bag on the floor and put them in the bag and say, "Hey, Tabby,
Yo.
Get to work.
can you handle this?"
He's gonna left it. He's gonna say nope.
Maybe we can handle it together until we can reach Haku or Aquos.
I can split it up right now.
Okay. While he's splitting it up, I'm going to go over to the Veil computer. Is this the Veil one?
Yep.
And I'm going to attempt to access it.
All right, computer use.
That's not bad.
You're familiar enough with technology that you're able to start scouring through. You can see that there is a record on all Veil soldiers that are currently stationed in the city.
So loud. All right. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, faintly.
Should I go turn that down before I continue my turn?
If you're speaking, we won't hear it.
Okay. Well, is there anything or any way that I can download that information? Maybe I could plug my phone into it or anything like that to get that information?
Sure. Yeah, you can plug your scroll into it.
Is that a bad thing? I feel like that's a bad thing now. I'm going to put my scroll into it.
Okay. And you download all the files.
Cool. Anything else, or is that it?
That's it for that one.
I'm going to go over here and I guess do the same.
You see the exact same thing. I'm going to keep that same computer use check. But this time for the mantle soldiers.
I'm going to make a new folder, and it's going to be called Mantle Soldiers. I'm going to download it as well.
Okay.
Any Mantle Soldiers that stand out?
Well, you see a couple of familiar names.
Rusty.
Colonel Rusty, Captain
Flowers.
Flowers.
Anybody else?
Is there anybody else who I've got here? Those are the only names you recognize here.
Gonna put my unplug my scroll, put it back in my pocket, and then I'm going to. Do I need to roll another computer check to make sure that there's no trace of my phone on the computer showing up on the computer?
Yes.
Ooh.
You are. Your computer intelligence just doesn't even think of that.
Oh, wait. I was gonna do a spirit die. I had one.
No, you can
Don't
use
do
it.
it. It's not
Is
worth
it too late?
No, you can
It's
use
not
it all
worth
out.
it.
Okay,
Still.
that's fine. I just wanted to
it
make
just doesn't
sure.
even come across you. You're just like, all right, I'm good.
All right, so you done splitting those up?
Yeah. Here you are.
Oh shit. Okay, it's still heavy.
It's an extra 80 pounds.
So I'm gonna move slowly. I guess we'll go catch up with the others.
Yep. Y'all walk out.
Hey, Haku.
Looks like you got a bag there.
Aquos, Haku, can y'all hold these?
Yeah, I'll take those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand them over.
And Tabby hands his over. It's like, there you go.
They're both like, what?
You two are both holding them considerably easier.
These sandbags.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
I feel like we're missing something in this house.
Well, there is one more room.
The
Where?
Oh, did you already go on this one?
Yeah. Here's a note.
Yeah, there was a poem.
Well, I haven't seen any lab, so we are definitely missing something.
Doesn't mean that the lab is here.
Try like smashing a hole or digging.
Well, we do have someone with a hammer
And a chainsaw.
and a chainsaw. Just didn't want you to fuck up your chainsaw on the ground. Or I guess your hammer too. Let's go downstairs to try.
Haku, roll perception check. It's okay, I prepared for in case of a stuck scenario. Haku, you see an old man standing right over here.
You're muted again.
I'm not
You're
muted.
just quiet.
There we go. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's he standing?
No one else, none of you see this.
Who's that? I see.
You recognize that old man to be the man that was in the painting.
I still have it.
So you took that painting down?
Yeah, he took it. I want to take it home.
He is stealing a ton of stuff from this place. Your inventory is
Alright.
also, like, your weight carrying has also gone up quite a bit, Aquos, but you're still
All right. So we're gonna have to leave that painting. All right. I know we messed up here,
I'm not
but we
leaving
gotta
the
leave that
painting.
painting.
That is my painting.
Why
Alright,
are
who
you
else brought stuff?
Why are you concerned about a painting all of a sudden?
All right, but we'll deal with that later. There's an old man standing over there.
I look
There's
over
no
there.
old man.
What are you talking about? I walk over to where he's pointing. There's no one here.
Who are you? What are you?
I'm Aquos. I'm a human
Uh,
from Philadelphia.
You see
I
the
say
man
to the
turns
old man.
around and starts to walk in this room. And he kneels down facing you with in front of this mat.
I also kneel.
Not on the mat.
Sure, I'll kneel back on the mat.
So you all are just watching Haku doing this. Just like not answering your questions, but now he's just kneeling on a mat. And so the man smiles at you and he speaks, Haku.
How do you know my name?
I mean, we've been in a group together for a while.
But you see the man smiles at this, clearly indicating that he's heard it.
What do you want me to do?
He points to his left. So he's pointing right here.
I'll look that way.
You just see a wall.
I'll walk up to that wall. First, I roll my sense motive. I gotta trust him. And I'll walk up to this wall.
All right.
I'll start feeling around.
And you start feeling around, and then you see it pushes open.
How'd you know to do that?
I have my ways. No, I'm just kidding. There's an old man that's a ghost, I guess, but you guys can't see him.
So you look as that happens. You look back, Haku, and that old man is gone.
You know, at this point, Haku, I believe anything. Toys are coming alive. A paper tried to suffocate me. I've seen broomsticks jump up in the air, table or chairs. I don't know what's going on in this place. All I know is my name's Shadow.
And you all start making your way down the stairs. And you now back up to the top right.
And that's why that was there. Okay.
Yeah. So you saw that metagame, Flynn, on accident. Here I will now reveal.
GG. And that's where we end the episode. Hit him with that suspense.
If people have to go, we can. But there's a better time for it to end.
I've got a little time.
Okay.
You keep going down. And now you'll scroll down quite a bit.
Aha!
And you walk out into a very clean-looking underground environment.
My golly, that old man was right.
I think I have the most aura at this point. You guys follow me
I mean, I have 103. How much do you have?
right now.
Yeah.
It's 109.
Okay. Follow you.
I'm just moving y'all. All
I
right.
assume we're going to go through, so.
You open the door. You see a lab.
Are there any?
Can I see him clearly?
Yes.
Or are these like walls?
You see that there's a man in that lab, and as the door is opened, it's caught his attention, and he turns around to look at you all. He goes, "Oh, well, hello there."
I actually think that my vision is reduced, so I can't see anything.
Might be.
Who are you?
Dr. Heidegger, I presume.
He smiles at you. He goes, so you're familiar with me. I am Heidegger.
Is that the oh no.
You all should
I'm
see him,
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry, Mike.
What?
The picture. I'm sorry, Mike.
What picture?
Do you not see him?
Oh, GG. I was not zoomed in.
I'm sorry. There's a petition out right now, everybody. Mike has posted it.
Heidegger. What are these crystals?
It's GG.
Well, they're dust.
I see that. For what purpose are they? Are they in like a case? Is that what they're?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for wishing us luck, by the way.
He turns to you. You're not Shadow.
He's leader or something.
Am I? Oh shit! Am I Shadow
Does
now?
This guy's check.
Yeah.
Says you're not Shadow. For what it's worth, it's a clever disguise using his armor and everything, but Shadow just is on other objectives right now. He looks at you, Haku. He wouldn't be standing next to Haku there, for example.
How do you know who we are?
I don't know who you are. I just know him.
Why do you know Haku?
Let's see. How do I explain all this?
I fucked his mom.
Roll persuasion check.
Thank goodness that ain't me.
Yeah, roll persuasion check, Haku.
You asked me the question.
Get persuaded!
He lets out a heavy sigh. He goes, all right. I suppose it's probably best for All of us, if I just tell you the truth. I know Haku because, well, I'm part of a group that is trying to capture him, to question him.
Haku, stay behind me.
No, there's no need to worry. There's no need for us to have a fight here. I prefer to not fight if I can.
Fair enough.
What's this group's objective? Don't persuade me.
I'm afraid it's not my place to say that one. You will have to speak to the master about that.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you a poet?
No. Why do you ask?
Just curious. We found a poem. Something in it.
Oh, of course you've gone through the rooms, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. The armor, the painting. Are you stealing our painting?
No. It. No.
This
So
was the
that's
finest
obviously
back.
a lie, so
No.
you need to roll a deception check.
You're just like,
Connor, I think
I-
me busting up
actually-
laughing just beats it, but yeah, sure.
oh my goodness. I had this massive painting behind your back. You didn't lie about it.
He looks at you and goes, now, why are you stealing the painting?
It's beautiful.
It is,
Well,
but it's
Haku-
ours.
But Haku said that there was an old man that he could see as a ghost. Right, Haku?
Yeah, right. I say
He
nervously.
looks at you confused. Huh. Is that the game that we're playing now? You see, he puts his hand on his chin. Interesting. I suppose this will require... Oh, it's clever. No, I understand now. Yes, you're right. Thank
Okay.
you. As you see, he's looking as though he's looking at air saying this. It's okay. You can keep the painting.
I don't feel like we should keep the painting.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive on that.
I'm against keeping this painting.
You can tell that his focus seems to not be on the painting. His goal seems to be elsewhere at the moment. You can't quite get a clear grasp on what he's trying to do, but you can tell the painting is not his focus.
Well, let's
So-
stay on focus here, Haku. What are you doing here?
I'm a dust scientist. That much is true. I imagine you've been sent from the Mantle military, correct?
Well, if we're both being honest here, not my place to say. Haku?
Obviously, like we're from the military.
Do we
Right.
each get one question? What's your name?
Lord have mercy.
My
please.
name is Freckle Heidegger.
He was a
do not
ninja.
worry.
This kid's not a ninja.
I'll give you one more. But, like, what is your real name?
Please.
You made your mistake.
Look, it
There's a lot of
was.
salt right
I
now.
was gonna say, now, as for what I do here, I'm just studying new ways to refine dust to try and find other ways I can benefit my master.
Who's your master?
I'm not at liberty to say.
That's what Shadow said.
Why does no one know who you are?
That would be because I don't come from Mantle. I, as well as my companions, forged our identity papers to move here into this home.
Where do you come from?
We come from this continent, Vale. All of us come from other places. In terms of where I came from, I guess I didn't actually come from Vale. I was born in Mistral, and then I was found and met up with my group here in Vale.
Can I start walking around the room?
So what are
Just
you doing in here right now?
I'm studying dust. More specifically, I'm studying the exact mechanisms that trigger dust. It can trigger from excessive force, of course, but the aura connection that seems to... you see he's kind of eyeing Flynn as he's walking around. The connection that aura has for dust seems to be... It is my current focus. If there are easier ways to trigger dust, I believe I could apply it to a variety of traps. More clever traps than you will typically see, such as a bullet trap.
It's a perception check.
Just to look inside the tube.
Yeah. At the tube, around the tube, inside the tube.
Yeah, you can see it's a very large piece of cyan dust, of hard light dust. As for what it's doing right now, it is just floating in a vat of liquid, doing nothing in particular.
So I got to be honest to you. You've been quite calm. We basically broke in here.
Well, the fact that you didn't come in shooting or threatening to arrest me has disarmed me, so to speak.
So, a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Can I, Haku?
You don't have to ask me. You free ask questions.
A couple of questions.
Well, he's honest, so is he?
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
True. Damn. Okay.
A couple of questions. First of all, you said traps, unorthodox traps.
Yes.
Do you mean like the cars, paper, brooms, chairs?
No. None of that was done with dust.
What was that?
That was the work of a semblance, not mine.
So, someone's here with you?
Huh.
Yes.
Is it this invisible man?
No.
Poltergeist. Okay. That's probably the name of the semblance. That'd be a clever name.
Says no. It is not that man.
Well, where is this person that's here then?
He turns to you at this point, Flynn. He says, "Stop. If you would mind going away from that door, please."
What's behind the door?
Can I do another perception check on the professor right now?
Mm-hmm.
Does he seem agitated or
Yes,
nervous?
he seems a little bit more agitated.
So, can I ready something?
You see he's sweating slightly as you've gotten closer to that side of the room.
So this must be where you're keeping your daughter, right?
Say, she's not my daughter. I do not know you. I do not know what your intentions are or how violent you are. You're all armed. I can see that much.
I'm more violent towards inanimate objects coming at me, but I put my gun or my sword. I sheath the sword. I'm not here to hurt you.
And as for you three,
Won't hurt you unless you hurt my buddy. But we were sent here to investigate you. And a door we haven't gone through yet. It's something we got to look at. Either, here's the deal. And this isn't as a threat, this is just honest truth. Either we go in there now, or we call the Mantle military, and they come.
roll persuasion check.
But that's not persuading, that's the truth.
Well, yeah, you're trying to persuade him to your point of view. You're trying to get in. He looks to the ground. He lets out a heavy sigh. I suppose
We're not
this
here to
will
fight.
be the best path.
We're not here to hurt you. And we're not here to hurt whoever or whatever's behind that door. We are simply here to investigate. That is all.
Ooh, I do have one more question.
Yes.
What's with the scratch marks inside the wardrobes?
Well,
Uh-oh.
You know the saying about there are two sides to every story? Two sides to a coin?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Heidegger.
His first name's
Oh
also
my-
Freckle. Spirit died of Flint.
That's pretty good.
What you get for asking me all these questions? Look at what you've done.
Now I know. Now I know.
Those
Say
scratch
Christmas
marks
message.
are made by me.
So your semblance makes
Tends
you into
to
some- makes you into
it
something
tends to
else?
resolve my pacifistic nature.
Is it something that you have to activate, or does it happen out of circumstance?
Circumstance.
So we should all stay calm, right?
Yes, that would be good.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we come back to check out that door then.
No, he seems calm.
We're good.
And
I'm gonna
I'm
put
not
my
trying to hurt nobody.
shotgun strapped on my back.
Can I open the door now?
On the other hand, we need experience.
Allow me to open the door first. I would not want to scare her.
Okay. Just gonna
see
step
this
to the
going
side.
south.
Can I ready something?
This is so
Yeah.
scripted. I'm really not
If he attacks Flynn, I'm immediately running and tackling him off of Flynn.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a 20-foot monster.
Are y'all gonna get closer to the door? You gonna move around him as he's opening it?
Yeah, I'll come right here. Tabby, you should go back and stay. Okay, Haku's coming over. Just climbing over all the frickin' tables and stuff. Sure, it's respectful.
Yes, all right. He opens the door. Suku, we have guests. Please put on your best behavior for them.
Swear. I
Flynn,
swear
I'll
to
go
you.
first. Okay.
I swear. If what's in here? Okay.
So think it was give me the daughter's picture because that'd been terrible.
You see that there's a little girl playing on a blue mat, playing with some toy cars.
Careful with those toy cars now.
She smiles. She goes, "Who are you?"
Someone that does not want to turn you into a dog human hybrid. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
get it.
That's okay. I mean, it's hard to understand. So I guess you're the mastermind behind the inanimate objects coming to life.
Animation.
Oh,
I recall the words on the note because I can't actually remember them except for Suku being in the basement.
What are you trying to recall?
What was all on the note regarding
The one
Suku?
from Flynn.
I'll scroll out and looks at it real quick while she's talking. That's real rude.
Says, we're being watched. I think the Mantle soldiers have caught on to our lies. I've taken Suku to the lab, and she's prepared the house appropriately. Practice caution. Also, if you didn't enter stealthily, they'll have more doubts. Please return to the Master's Palace before you enter the lab. Or plan to return to the Master's Palace before you enter the lab. Heidegger.
So why are you in charge of protecting her?
It's not that it's my charge. It's I'm just the only one who was ordered to stay here.
She seems like she can protect herself.
I suppose in one way you could think of it as not me protecting her from you, but me protecting you from her.
I don't want to.
Suku, do you like it here?
Yeah, Master lets me play.
Can I take out like a? I'm gonna reach into my bag or like something I haven't like pull out a old toy like an old teddy bear of
Do you have one?
Luteus's. I'm gonna say I do.
If it hasn't been covered before, I'm gonna say you don't have it.
It's in my backstory that he's my brother.
You've never had that before. So.
Oh my goodness.
Suku, can I take your picture?
Sure.
Get in there close. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Psh. You're muted, Travis.
I'm gonna roll the other half of the card to her.
You try to do it, but it doesn't roll.
Could I be skilled with it?
No.
Can't do some sort of like perform check or anything?
It's half a car. What do you expect it to do?
It's like oh, is it not? It's not like it's down
It's
the
like
middle.
cut
not-
down the middle, yeah, like top wise.
Shit. Okay.
But either way, it's just like it's like
All right.
so. What are your intentions with Suku? Why hide her from the military? Does she have any special abilities aside from what we've seen?
Well, her semblance is powerful enough for her to be used as a weapon.
Let's see.
Bringing inanimate objects to life. Yeah. It could be dangerous.
Exactly.
I'm going to be very honest with you, sir. How do I word this? We're sent here on a mission from Mantle to investigate you. Not necessarily her.
Yes.
I don't know what my leader over here is going to say. But why Mantle? Things would definitely be safer for you and, well, Suku and Vale. Less militaristic, more freedom to explore your ideas, research what you need. We can ensure a safe path to Vale.
My master does not trust the king, would be the greatest way I could say it.
Okay.
And as for I guess the leader here, he's kind of after his leader's kind of tried to kidnap me and kill me if necessary. So that's gonna. What was that?
That's another perception check to see how the doctor's doing.
Well, here's what I'll tell you.
He's still kind of nervous, just anxious about what's going to happen, but he doesn't seem to be like concern worthy yet.
Here's the thing. I personally won't mention anything about finding Suku. Whatever, right? We got to come back with something. What is something that is useless to your research that we could potentially say that we found, a dead lead, a dead research, something that we could provide?
You see, he looks to his left all of a sudden. He looks back at you. I have a tool that you could bring back from my lab in the other room. We can just return there.
I'd like to. I've been honest with you. I feel you've been honest with me so far. You're talking to the old man, aren't you? The one that my friend saw.
He's talking to the other guy. He's talking to the guy inside him.
I am talking to the old man, yes.
How, if you don't mind me asking, why can only you, or at certain moments Haku here, see him?
The master is only seen by who he wants to be seen.
That's the fucking master.
Hey, Haku, roll a perception check real quick. Alright, you don't see this. Unless you do.
Please. Zoomed in so I can't see anyway.
Well, what is the tool so we can explain potentially what it is?
Wow, that's creepy. Like super creepy.
I mean, I see it coming through.
I was zoomed in, so I can't even see it.
That's what I'm saying.
Clearly, I don't.
He says, "Please allow me to show you into the next room,
Haku,
and I'll
excuse
show
me.
you the device."
Haku, please move.
Can I
go
roll
first.
a sense motive?
Nope, I'll
I'm
go
rolling-
first.
I'm
Move.
rolling sense
Oh,
motive for that.
fuck. Ken's here.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh my god. Well, no, because clearly Ken's not in this, but like.
Aquos, you step forward into the next room, and you see it is now filled with a few other people.
Haku, lock the door.
In
Lock
a basement
the
of the
door.
lab.
Lock the door.
Are you gonna
This
get in?
one, right fucking now.
Are
Lock
you
it.
gonna get in?
I'm going to protect this door.
You're
Lock.
gonna protect this door.
Aquos shuts the door right behind
Please get
him.
in. I'm not gonna lock this door. I'm looking out for you. I don't know who these enemies are, how many there are, what this other guy can do. You gonna lock us in here with him and this girl that we already know? No, get in this room. We're not locking the door unless we're all together.
I'm gonna switch to my gun and point it at the girl.
You see that he immediately steps in front of that, saying, "You do not threaten her."
Well, let's just remain
I
calm.
thought we had a deal here. What's going on?
Whoa, let's just calm down, Flynn.
So you know what I'm doing right now?
The deal is exactly what it has been. The master will get what he wants.
I'm gonna look him right in the eyes, and I'm gonna. Well, I can't look him in the eyes. I'm gonna send the picture to Colonel Rusty.
Okay. He looks at, so he sees that you've done something on your phone. He says,
"I'm outside the door, though. How is he gonna see me?"
Sorry, this guy right here. Then will see you on your phone. He's gonna look at you. What did you just do?
What do you think I just did? I just let the whole Mantle military know where we are, what's here, and what's going on. You kill us, that's fine. There's a whole military behind us.
You see the man who's in the back here steps forward. Then he yells, "Then the objective is clear. We only need Haku. If the rest put up too much of a fight, kill them."
I've been in this situation before. I dropped my weapon. Okay, you can
Are you gonna do that?
No. We're gonna see how it goes, and then I'll surrender if needed.
And that's where we'll end the session.
No!
All right.
If there's final dialogue
go
you want to
anyway.
have, we can. But if we're about to enter combat, that's where we're gonna end.
That's
go
pretty
anyway.
good. Yeah.
That was good. That's a good cliffhanger. I can't wait to see what happens next.
GG, I knew I should have ended it right there. I should have
Wait a second. Never
What's
mind.
up?
Wasn't this kind of looked like the bowl faunus from that group we were with at that one faunus village where we had to exterminate them technically?
It wasn't him.
No.
I can tell it's a different icon, but it kind of looked like it.
The other one was more crazy looking.
This is
Well,
what I
Aqua's
expected to
fighting how many? Let me look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I can see.
Is there 6 people in there? Holy shit.
Why do you think I said Ken's here?
I think we should definitely surrender.
Do you see why I said lock the door?
I
You
would've-
can die.
You should have came into the room and then locked the door.
That's what I said. Come into the room so we can lock the door. But-
Aquas wants to die. Here we go.
I mean, the lights on this side. We have time. You know,
Haku opens the door, grabs Aquas, and yanks him through and shuts it. It was that easy.
Well, you still have room to figure out what's going on next time.
I don't want to be locked in this room with him. I don't even want to be here. Man, about to go
Did you just-
berserk. Was that?
Did you just darken a picture of Star-Lord?
No.
Jeez.
It does kind of look like that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's. I think that picture's from a music album.
Oh. Was a good session.
That looked,
I'm upset that we're ending though.
I have to go anyway.
I know, I figured.
So in the next episode of Nick's here, is he gonna come busting through the door? I'm here.
Where's everyone? Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to let us know whether you did or didn't by using those like buttons, the comments, or subscribing. And make sure you also spread it around to all of your friends, too. I'd also like to thank our patrons. With support like yours, we're able to slowly improve on our content, so thank you so much for supporting us. If you're not already a patron and you'd like to support us directly, be sure to check out our Patreon in the description below. We have rewards like stickers, shirts, behind-the-scenes content, and even the ability to make a major character to join in one of our D&D campaigns. Well, once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.